Trust crisis in CULT DAO. Currently, CULT DAO is facing a serious crisis of trust, and Zertum is just the fuse. For a long time, there have been doubts about the Guardian in the community, and some of these doubts are definitely not groundless. It is natural for everyone to seek profit, but when the Guardian can reach a certain agreement with the project party in the proposal process and ignore the interests of the community, do we have an effective mechanism to prevent the Guardian from doing evil? At present, CULT DAO has no way out and has fallen into a great leap forward style decentralization movement. Let's clarify what kind of decentralization we really want. In the real world, fair elections and credible information require huge financial and material resources from the government, but blockchain makes it possible for everyone to have these rights naturally. Many people say that a decentralized community does not need leaders, and people like Mr. O should not exist at all, but if we have no one to push the development of the community, really make the community develop in the direction we want, then decentralization is just a slogan. **** developers need a certain degree of centralization ***. This is my subjective view. In most cases, many users do not have the ability to develop or audit, and even in token economic planning, few people have the corresponding economic ability. Therefore, developers need a certain degree of centralization to guide users and communities. In short, developers need to make very detailed and easy-to-understand explanations for iterative updates, but they do not need to open decision-making to users in non-financial functions. This is also what I talked about with some entrepreneurial friends, because many friends are more idealistic, so they tend to have many functions planned based on user feedback. In other words, do what users want. But this is not a good move. A project without its own core functions, just catering to user needs, and not planning based on its own actual capabilities, is difficult to execute. If a project has 50,000 users, then all these 50,000 people have functional needs, so how do you complete them? Therefore, I think the correct way is for developers to focus on a single demand and develop a solution to serve users with a single demand, rather than serving all user needs. This is what I mean by a certain degree of centralization. Infrastructure is the key to prevent DAO from becoming an elite rule. The greater obstacle to DAO governance is the governance participants. Most of the existing crypto participants are more speculative and profit-oriented. In such an environment, conducting DAO public voting governance is very unscientific, and we need to be based on objective reality and extensive data. Most people will not read project proposals, think about the economic logic or blockchain logic in them. To put it bluntly, everyone is trading coins, and there are not many people with this level of knowledge. Therefore, there are very few people who can make prudent and rational decisions. This can be seen by reading some articles related to popular psychology. So will I deprive all participants of governance rights? No, what I advocate is not to cancel public voting governance, but to increase the weight of elite governance and open up the transparency of objective facts and extensive data. This logic is similar to the governance of the Treasury in many Web3 projects. Generally, some influential people are selected as holders of the multi-signature wallet, but the project token holders do not give all the permissions of the multi-signature wallet to users. For example, 51% of token holders need to vote to allow the use of the Treasury. Everyone will not govern the wallet like this, and the project party will not give users this choice, but CULT DAO has, so it is more important to build the infrastructure within the community. Mutual trust is the foundation of DAO. In DAO governance, mutual trust is the most basic. If there are conflicts, disputes, and distrust within the community, DAO governance will be difficult to carry out. Therefore, we need to establish a mechanism within the community to maintain mutual trust, such as establishing a trust committee responsible for trust building within the community. Active community members are the key to DAO governance. DAO governance requires a large number of community members to participate, and these community members need to have certain professional knowledge, technical capabilities, and economic literacy. Therefore, we need to attract these community members to join through various means, such as carrying out beneficial activities and providing incentives. DAO governance needs continuous improvement, and optimization. DAO governance is a process of continuous improvement and optimization. In DAO governance, we need to constantly learn from experience, summarize experience, and improve governance mechanisms. At the same time, we also need to constantly explore and try new governance methods and mechanisms in order to achieve better results in DAO governance.